What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the show, I am your host, Rashid White. All right, so on this show here, we're actually about tomorrow's news today. And as you guys can actually see with the thumbnail and the title on the screen there, head-to-head matchup. It's in a couple of weeks. The Brooklyn Nets versus the Philadelphia 76ers. And we also going to be talking about the playoffs because I don't think any of these rosters will actually change anytime soon. So we're going to actually see how these guys actually head up and what is going to be a very, very quick exit for the Philadelphia 76ers. Sorry, Philly fans. Don't hit that dislike button, man. Let me get into the reasons why the Philadelphia 76ers will be going down in flames over there. So first, let's look at the rosters over here, man. Let's look at these rosters. All right, so we're going to be looking at the Brooklyn Nets roster right here. And we see LaMarcus Aldridge, Bruce Brown, Carter, which I don't think he'll be playing, but Claxton, Seth Curry, Drummond, David Duke Jr., Kevin Durant, Edwards, Blake Griffin, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, James Johnson, Patty Mills, Day'Ron Sharpe, Ben Simmons, and Cam Thomas. So when you look at the rosters, the Brooklyn Nets roster is just so much better in a sense, though, man. And let's look at the Philadelphia one, but we're gonna focus on right now is Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons as a player. Did I mention Ben Simmons? Yeah, I skipped him. So I'll mention Ben Simmons as a player over here. And let's say they're going to go head-to-head. And you would think that Ben Simmons in that particular matchup will be actually running the point guard position. He won't. He'll be actually playing the 4 or the 5 position. And what is actually going to happen is and it's not like Kevin Durant actually needs a screen set for anyone. I mean, he can pretty much actually score on any single person. I mean, we've seen that. I don't need to go into any kind of explanation on that. But they're going to come up and set the high screen on whoever Joel Embiid is guarding. And it's going to actually have Joel Embiid have to rotate on to Kevin Durant. I don't think Joel Embiid actually, excuse me, I don't think he actually wants to play on the perimeter. And he's not built for that. I mean, you look at his size. This is why I understand why Daryl Morey is, I don't know what he's actually thinking here. And sorry about that, guys. I don't know what he's actually thinking here, but it's going to wear him down. I just, he's going to have to try to go out there. He's going to actually have to contest Kevin Durant from the 3-point line. And, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's able to actually handle that. He's not built like that to really play perimeter-oriented defense. So let's look at the Philadelphia 76ers right now. Let's look at their roster. All right, so Charles Bassey. I mean, these are guys... Charlie Brown, Joel Embiid. I think Danny Green can probably give you something, but how is he on defense, though, man? I mean, he's older now. James Harden, he's going to have to be guarding Kyrie Irving. I mean, I just don't think you're going to be able to hide James Harden over here. He's overweight. There's no way he's going to be able to get back into that Houston form. Not right away, man. Tobias Harris, I mean, he's been playing better, but I don't know, man. It's like he's more of a role player. I don't know, it's not like he brings it every single night. I mean, he averages 20, but I don't know. He's like, he can't really take you off the dribble. I mean, I guess he could post up smaller defenders, but he has to prove himself to me. We'll actually see. I mean, they were trying to trade him, and then nobody in the NBA wanted, Tobias Harris. Nobody wanted him. So Paul Millsap, he's done. I don't really know why they even had him at the press conference. I mean, no offense to him. I mean, and probably more for like leadership support. But listen, when he's with Denver, he wasn't productive. With the Brooklyn Nets, he couldn't play any defense. And then he just wasn't shooting well. I mean, the time that he actually had with the Nets, he was 6 for, I believe it was 27 or 6 from 44 from that corner three. So he wasn't giving you any kind of productivity whatsoever. George Niang. I mean, I don't know if a lot of these guys are going to play come playoff time, man. So I'm hoping for Philadelphia's sake that they actually meet in the second round. But if you want to, you're talking about like the finals, man. It's going to be Joel Embiid and James Harden. And there's Tyrese Maxey, but I want to actually see him in the playoffs. And we know the regular season and the playoffs are two completely different seasons. I can care less about the regular season. I don't really care. Come the playoff time, when the teams actually have time to actually prepare for you, scout you, take away your first options, take away your second options. Let's actually see what Tyrese Maxey can actually do. Because we've seen this with, like, let's say a Spencer Dinwiddie, dribble and shoot. That jump shot is not there, then he has to drive, and they're not going to let him drive. And also, what's his name? Thybulle? Oh, yeah, Matisse Thybulle. All right, yes, he can play defense, but he can't provide you any kind of offensive productivity. It will be 5-on-4 basketball. So I just don't see how he's actually going to be an impact on here. Man, this is a really, really bad move for the Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, even let's say the Milwaukee Bucks, man. I mean, you need big bodies to throw at Giannis, man. This dude is a problem. And the Brooklyn Nets actually had that. And them losing Steph Curry, them actually losing Andre Drummond, that is just not good right there. You know, man, we'll see. I'm sorry, Philadelphia. Daryl Morey. And I think the owners, I forgot the guy's name, but he bought the team for $400 million about 10 years ago. Now that team is actually worth $2 or $3 billion. I really don't think they care about the future. I mean, he's going to sell it and then let the next owner that actually comes in, he says, hey, let it be your damn problem, not mine. All right, peace out. Definitely like this video, subscribe, certainly share it. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.